I'm Shiki.
And I'm Shiv.
Welcome to Unit the Podcast, the show that takes you on a journey into our long-term relationship and hopefully teaches you a thing or two. Unit, because it's you and I in it. Welcome back to Unit the Podcast. We are very happy that you're here again. This is episode 3 and my name is Shiki.
And I'm Shiv.
And together we are Unit the Podcast because it is you and I in it.
In it. Yeah.
So today we're talking about something that's important to us as a unit and to us as individuals, and that is wellness.
Mm-hmm.
And we will be talking about physical wellness. We'll also touch on mental wellness because they work hand in hand. And as with every episode, we will explore wellness as individuals as well as a unit. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Coach Shiv.
Yes.
What is wellness?
Wellness is basically a lifestyle. Wellness is what you do to better yourself from a physical point of view and a mental point of view.
Okay.
To remain healthy for as long as possible. That's how I would view it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would look at wellness as a 360. In a 360, I'd look at your mental, your physical, and also your soul, like your spirit.
Spiritual wellness.
Spiritual wellness.
Okay.
That's how I would, those are the 3 angles I would look at wellness as a coach, as a person, as the owner of Rotator, as the founder of Rotator.
Yes.
And that's what wellness is for me. What's wellness for you?
Actually, I was asking for the description because I don't know. I don't think I knew the description.
Okay.
But you described it very well.
Yeah.
But it's everything that you said. It is being in sync with my mind, being in sync with my body, and being in sync with my spirit, essentially. And sometimes probably we don't look at it holistically. Maybe we focus a bit more on one part of it. But it's still wellness.
Yeah, I think the goal, I say goal because it's an everyday thing. It's constant. You never really reach that place where this is it and I've achieved wellness.
There's no end of wellness.
I have finished wellness. You can't really finish wellness because you keep getting better. Your goals keep changing. You keep improving yourself in that sense. Yeah. So, and it's very hard. I'll be honest. It's not easy to work on each of these things. Yeah. With equal vigor and intensity and energy every time. Yeah. All the time. Yeah. That's the ideal, and that's what we keep striving to do. So again, it's an everyday journey. Yeah. But, you might be killing it in the gym, so you're looking good, your physique is nice, you're eating good, you're in a good mental space, but your spirit is just... something's off, just weird energy in there. Okay. Or maybe you've worked on your spiritual, and how maybe you'd work with your spiritual, maybe by meditation, maybe you're religious.
People who are religious.
Or do church, or there's different ways you can do it. And now you're just not going to the gym, so your physical is off. Yeah. And I think in general wellness, when one thing is really lacking, the other 2 will start to lack. They'll start to suffer. I think there's always a balance that you get to where you feel like when you're working on all 3 of them, which I think is important, if not every day, which every day is the ideal, every week, Okay. So it's like, what have you done today for your physical wellness? I've gone to the gym.
Yeah, I've walked, I've swum.
I have swum.
Yeah.
What have you done today for your mental wellness? Have you read something that motivates you? Have you, what have you done today for your spiritual wellness? You meditated, or does sitting out in nature, walking, help, Or
Yeah.
does devotion with other people, church kind of thing,
Yeah.
help you with your spiritual wellness? Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I look at it.
Okay. I think we can say for sure that when it comes to physical wellness, you have more or less introduced that to us, or you've introduced that to our lives
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
decided to start your journey. Yeah. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that.
Okay.
Do you want to tell us
Yeah.
how you found physical wellness?
Yeah. Where do we even start with this? Physical wellness. We're talking about physical wellness has always been a part of my life.
Okay.
I wanted to be a footballer. I
Yes.
think we know this story.
Yes.
Well, maybe there's people who don't know this story, but I
Yeah.
wanted to be a footballer growing up.
Yeah.
That's all I saw myself as
Yeah.
until probably grade 6. What would be grade 6 now? And you just know this is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Just be realistic and look at the way things are going. So it's like you kind of stay within it. I kept playing football.
Yeah.
Stayed in
Still do.
teams, whether it's a swimming team or a track team in high school. Up to uni is where there was less structure.
Yeah.
And I think this freedom, I kind of lost it in terms of the structure of going to football and doing this. Maybe
Yeah.
I needed it because I was in a boys boarding school, and we had, it was very specific. This
Yeah.
time you have to be here, this time.
Yeah.
But we came to uni where you have to
You're in
figure
control
out
of
your
your
own
time.
schedule
Yeah.
and move with that. I kind of lost it. And I was also
Okay.
introduced to the party scene.
Yeah.
So it's like completely fell off.
Yeah.
Then did my degree, got into the job market, and I quickly realized that it's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
I was a degree in hotel and hospitality
Yeah.
management,
Yeah.
hotel and hospitality management, and
Yeah.
that's not what I wanted to do. So fitness kind of came back in the sense that my business partner at the time
Yeah.
was in it, and that's what he was like studying partly in school. So I kind of, joined hands and
Yeah.
we started this company
Yeah.
and we moved from there.
It became
And
work.
It became work now.
Yeah.
Before it was like hobby and passion.
Yeah.
Now it became work.
Yeah.
And I quickly knew this is what I want to do. I love this. I love
Yeah.
helping people. I love getting fit myself. I love what it's doing for me. And it's also fulfilling to get people to achieve their goals
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
transform themselves.
Yes.
So that now sipped to you, where it
Yeah.
was like, okay, you also, I guess you saw what it's doing for me, and I was encouraging you to start.
Yeah.
And I helped you start slowly, kind of
Yes.
showed you how to start slowly from, start with maybe walks.
Yeah.
And we used to walk together. Then let's now maybe have a gym session here and there, like a gym date.
And you were essentially my trainer.
Yeah. Yeah, I was essentially
Yeah.
your coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were my coach.
Yeah.
Well, still are.
Still are.
Still are. Okay. So I think if you kind of look at it, then I mean, you didn't become a footballer, but you still managed to find that physical wellness space.
Yeah.
You still managed to find a way for it to pay you.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yes.
That's great. Yeah. So I think maybe we can say since, at least for me, since maybe I had our first baby, I guess that's when I started to kind of pay attention to the physical wellness side of
Yeah.
things. I started working out. I used to work out actually a little bit in USIU. But at the time, the gym was so male heavy.
It was
I was-
intimidating.
Yeah, like I wasn't comfortable. Then the machines
Yeah.
that the trainers were asking me to use, I'm like, bro, why is my butt in the air and I'm the only chick? Like, it was just
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it was
a bit,
uncomfortable. Yeah.
honestly, even I was intimidated by the USIU gym.
Yeah.
Especially, I think, in my first second year when I tried to enter. And, I was really skinny. So I get in there and there's all this mainly Nigerians and the basketball team.
Yeah, and you know how they're built.
The rugby team, and these
You know
guys were
how they are
huge. They're like
built.
in their 4th year.
Yeah.
Some of them are like in their 5th and 6th years.
We had
it's
many
like
of those.
5-year difference, 5 years of lifting versus me.
Yeah.
And it was intimidating. I
Yeah.
didn't feel like it was a very welcoming environment, to be honest. I don't know how it is now, but that's how I felt. And even
Yeah.
you also felt it at the time.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like,
mine-
what's this skinny guy doing here? What's this babe doing here? Just thirsting on the babes and intimidating the smaller guys coming in. Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't like that environment for people. I want people right now to be able to enter a gym and feel welcomed and feel good about themselves and encouraged. Because it's tough. It's not easy
It's
being
really hard.
first timer in the gym to work out.
It's a very intimidating space. You'll see people lifting things that you're just like, what? You don't even understand. You don't know how to use the equipment. You don't know. So it's usually, it's good to have somebody who can indoctrinate you very slowly at your own pace. And I think maybe that contributed to why I started to do it a bit more consistently after that. For me, I would say an on and off gym goer, but I do enjoy being in the gym.
Yeah.
No, I don't enjoy being in the gym. I enjoy the results that come from the gym. When you start to see them, when you start to wear clothes and they look better. I also really love the feeling of being stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling.
Oh, it was a very unexpected thing for me because I was never going to the gym to get stronger. If I'm being honest, I was going there to look good.
Yeah.
So it was a surprise that came along the way, and it's actually what I crave about going back to the gym for right now. Okay, one of the things. Yeah. Okay. So right now, I think if I can kind of like just give an overview of, since we're still on physical wellness, an overview of both of us individually when it comes to that space, and then we can move to the mental wellness. Physical wellness for me, like I said, I'm an on and off gym goer, but I like to make sure that at any one point I'm kind of doing something for my body. What I really enjoy right now is long walks because I get to listen to a good book or a podcast or whatever. So I feel like it kind of does my physical and also my spiritual wellness for me, because I'll listen to something that's motivational at the beginning of the day, and I leave there feeling good about it.
Okay.
That's my physical wellness at the moment. Yeah.
My
yours?
physical wellness at the moment it's a mix of very many things. It initially started out as bodybuilding and all about being as aesthetically pleasing as possible. Crazy even put up a post about this yesterday. It's like I'm reading my caption in my head, but can head over to Instagram and check that out. So it started off just as aesthetics. I just wanted to be as big and as strong and as good looking as I possibly could. And I feel like I kind of achieved that in 4 years. And I decided to compete in this bodybuilding competition where I stepped on stage, like I cut down to like 6-7% body fat, stepped on stage, and it was so underwhelming. And I was like, this ain't it. This can't be the reason I am getting so fit. I'm working out. Looking back, I don't even think I was fit. I was just aesthetic as fuck,
Yeah.
So it changed from that. I think after that competition, I kind of hit rock bottom because I didn't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, because it's like you had gotten to where you were trying to get to, so it was like, what now?
Yeah, I kind of got depressed, I think that's the most I felt like I hate this whole working out thing the most. And it kind of coincided with a time when Bryant and I found each other, and I was introduced to CrossFit.
Maybe for
context, Bryant is my coach, was my coach and mentor when it came to introducing me into CrossFit. He's the owner of Fast Power Fitness
in Galleria.
In Galleria, Nairobi. For those of you who are not in Nairobi. So so he introduced me to it, and it was exciting because it wasn't just about how you look anymore. Like, you don't get points for how you look at all.
Okay.
Now it's points for how fit are you
Yeah.
in all these aspects of fitness, the different categories in gymnastics. That's
Yeah.
like your pull-ups and handstand push-ups and
Yeah.
aerobics, your running and swimming and biking, and your strength, some powerlifting, and your weightlifting, your Olympic lifting. So it was a mix of all these things and
Yeah.
how to put them all together. So I enjoyed everything from just the programming of these different things every day. It's like surprise every day, like surprise, this is what we're doing, surprise, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
But there's still a method to that surprise.
Yeah.
You know.
So you
It looks
enjoyed
like
learning that.
Madagodania, but I enjoyed learning this so much
Yeah.
and what it was doing for my body and how I felt. So it was like, now if we are competing, which I ended up just competing in every workout with anyone I was working out with,
Yeah.
I was like, this is fun because I enjoy competing, and if I can compete in every workout and it's a competitive sport, I'm like, this is fun, this is so much fun.
Yeah.
If I just put extra hours running, extra hours swimming, extra hours working on this, I can become better than this other person.
Yeah.
You know, until
Yeah.
maybe you meet the genetic freaks, but who still have to work hard. And if I still work hard, I can still beat this person. And I enjoyed that. It's not what you call, is it subjective or objective, where someone just looks at you and it depends on what they like. So basically in bodybuilding, it's what the judges like, what the judges feel is more aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, that's subjective.
You know, that's subjective. So this is no longer like that. This is just, I finished in better time than you.
facts.
It's facts, you know. End of story.
Yeah,
And I like that. I like facts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's where we
Logic
are. So
behind it.
right now I just mix everything. I hike, I swim, I run, I go to the gym, I walk, I do anything that's physically just gives me just exerts some energy.
Yeah,
Physically, and I know that's in the long run good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like it is important for people in a relationship such as ours, in a romantic relationship, do you feel that it is important for each person to kind of take some responsibility for their partner's wellness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
To a certain point.
To a certain point. And I'm asking you this question because I don't think I've ever needed to be responsible for your wellness.
Okay.
Because, you kind of, you have that on lock. If anything, I think my role there is usually when you feel like you kind of need a rest period.
Yeah.
I feel like you really battle with that in your head. You're like, oh my God, I haven't been to the gym for a week. And I'm like, it's okay. You've been going every single week for the past year. It's okay to take a break. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For me, I think that's what I would say my role is in your
but you see,
fitness.
that can be that's your role in the wellness, because it's also now tips over to the mental side of things.
Okay.
If I'm just going to the gym for the sake of consistency and everything, and I'm just getting pissed off and I'm stressed at the gym, I'm not performing well, and I might even end up injuring myself because I just feel like I have to. And it's just now stressing me. It's a source of stress and anxiety as opposed to it being fun,
enjoyable.
Yeah. I know it's not always going to be enjoyable, but it can get to a point when it's just, and you're just getting irritated by everything. So it's time to switch up your routine. Yeah. And either rest or do something else, So you help with that. To tell me, it's okay. You can actually just walk, you can switch it up. Yeah. Sometimes I forget. Yeah.
Okay.
I know I'm there to encourage.
Yeah, and to push.
to push.
Yeah.
For everyone, for everyone.
Actually,
And make sure you,
our
the kids,
entire circle
everyone,
of friends,
the
even.
dogs,
Yeah.
our circle of friends.
Our circle of friends. Shiv is constantly checking people when they claim
Yeah.
that they have no time or money
Yeah.
to put into their physical wellness. And it's like, but instead of doing that, you could have
Yeah.
been.
Yeah.
Could have
Sometimes I'm
taken
a
a walk.
buzzkill. I'll even mention it when we're out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you see, we're out now, but you should have just you should have just put an hour working out before we came here, or you should have, and it's just like, yeah, let's not talk about this when we're in the club. Please.
Yeah, read the room, bro.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, you can't be, but that's what happens if you actually start to complain around me. And
no, that's true. Complaining.
Because I'm like, yo, but you can just do it like this. Come
Do
on,
something about
do
it.
something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm talking with confidence like this. I'm usually on the other side of those conversations. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we can move to mental wellness a little bit, because that's another one that I think is something that is big for you and me as individuals, as well as for us as a unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us together as well. So in terms of, I think in the last episode we had mentioned how we deal with stress generally, but maybe for today it would be more around what we do for our own mental wellness and just how we go about mental wellness so that we can coexist. Yeah. So for me, I think over the past year or so, I've really been trying to work on my mental wellness, I think intentionally. That is more around just trying to figure out the things that make me tick, because as I mentioned, I'm a highly anxious person. So I can get overwhelmed by things pretty often, and then it kind of gets in the way of me living. Yeah. So I've been trying to explore ways to manage my stress, manage my anxiety, and I will do that by walking sometimes. Walking helps sometimes. Sometimes it can be just, generally taking the day off and removing myself from situations where I'm with people. So, for example, if we're all in the house, because like we had mentioned, we both work from home. So sometimes it can be a bit difficult to not be around people.
Yeah.
So for me, I'll probably go and work from the bedroom or just spend my day in the room so that I can recharge by myself, then now come out into the world. A lot of it is literally just spending time by myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you?
How do I take care of my mental? It's also spending time by myself or with people doing an activity that I enjoy.
I have never thought of taking care of my mental wellness by doing something with other people.
Yeah.
Oh God, that just adds to my stress. It adds to my stress.
Like I can do it by myself.
Yeah, no, I
but
get
can
it.
do it with people. Like going for a hike.
Yes.
Like I'm going for a hike tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm not going by myself. I'm going with other people.
Yeah.
So I personally don't see a hike. I see it as a workout, yes. But I don't consider it like a tough workout. Like, oh my gosh. Like, yeah, I'm going to get my steps, but I'm just going because it's fun. Like, it's fun being in this environment, like climbing this hill, this mountain, and seeing the wildlife and just experiencing the outdoors. Like, that's fun. Like, that was fun. That was nice. Yes, I'm physically drained, but I feel like
but you feel good.
I've had time to think and just also not think and just be in that moment. And I think that helps me better. Just thinking about the next step and thinking about where I am and the plans. And that for me does it.
Yeah.
Or going for a walk. I like being out in nature for me does me a lot of good.
Okay.
In that sense. The gym, not really. Some people it helps. For me, it doesn't.
For you, it's first, it's your office.
Yeah, it's my office.
It's
so
work.
I kind of want to be away from the office because it might be the source of stress.
Oh, yeah.
That
too.
So for me, mentally, just to get out and just get some air and be with nature and environment.
Yeah.
Or do something else like this shooting thing, paintball.
Paintball.
That's fun,
Yeah.
just something that can take my mind off.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
Yeah.
It sounds like fun.
Yeah. Oh, and also PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
late. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
maybe it's been about 3 years. 3 years
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah, at least an hour just to like an escape.
Yeah, it's one of your escapes.
It's one of my escapes.
Yeah, for
'Cause, yeah, I can't focus on anything else when I'm playing. For those who don't know, I play Fortnite. I love Fortnite. I don't play any other games because I have no time to learn any other games. They're just too hard.
Sounds like an over 30
I deleted
problem.
my FIFA because I keep getting beat. I deleted everything
Yeah.
else. I just play Fortnite because
Yeah.
that's all I can. That's all I have capacity for.
Yeah.
So yes, it's an escape to this fantasy world where we're doing on a mission to win, and that's just it. Yeah.
And I think it's like it's you living your action hero star dreams.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's so many times she wakes up and he's like, I had a dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, what dream was it? Always, babe, always. We were fighting someone. You're
Yeah,
always fighting
like
people.
war or like
Yeah,
going on missions,
you're always on
adventure.
missions. So I think
much
that's why you
fun.
like Fortnite. Like it's just missions on missions on missions
Yeah.
without you actually getting hurt. You know, it's fun.
Yeah.
I think it's also one of those things about your personality because you have friends that you talk to while you're playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like you have conversations with these guys. These are people I don't think you've
Yeah,
ever
I
met.
don't even-
yeah, but you're boys when you're
Yeah.
playing Fortnite. So I think you also get that kind of interaction that I feel like you need just for yourself. I think you get that out of Fortnite.
Unless I just want to put my mic off. When there's too many guys,
Yeah.
I put my mic off sometimes because I just don't feel like following the conversation. I just want
Yeah.
to play.
But basically, if you want to interact with I'll say with other men because you
Yeah.
just sit in the house
True.
with females.
There's that too.
Yeah, I know sometimes you crave
There's that too. They crave some masculine
some mask energy. Yeah. So that's a good place for you to find it. And usually while he's doing that, I will be watching a show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watch very many shows and biographies and people's I watch a lot of stuff. Yeah. So for spiritual wellness, what do you do for that?
I'd say reading, listening to podcasts and books, just getting a better understanding first of, I like motivational ones because that fires me up. I think that's good for my soul. I usually, sometimes when I procrastinate about something and I've planned like a hard event of a period of a lot of work coming up and I need to just motivate myself and I listen to like a harsh motivational book and I'm just like, damn, this guy did this. How did this guy do this? And I'm just like, you know what? I'm doing it tomorrow. And let's go kind of thing. So motivational books, audiobooks, self-development, and also psychology books. Just when I just can get to know and understand just how people generally are in terms of how I can leverage. It's not being manipulative, but learn to leverage for business. Like I'm trying to learn how to pitch to investors. So I just need to know the kind of cues to look out for so I can practice this before I go. And I do read a lot of books to help me with this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Also just understand the world and energy and interaction. I feel like that feeds my soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cooking feeds my soul.
Yeah.
Cooking feeds my soul. And I was also just thinking while you were talking about what feeds you, you mentioned that listening to a harsh motivational book, my God, for me that would crush my spirit. I like my delivery to not to be tough love, but you're good with tough love.
Yeah.
I think you're
good
good.
with tough love.
You're good with tough love.
Yeah.
So for me, yes. Also listening to motivational stuff. I would say more specifically, the experiences of other women.
Yeah.
I just feel like I resonate more with, well, obviously, I resonate more with women. But when it comes to listening to motivational stuff, I like to listen to it from women because I feel like the experiences to some extent match mine.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll also listen to some of that stuff, and then also, cooking.
Okay.
Cooking makes me very happy, but not cooking under duress. Cooking what I want when I want.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I don't like these guys in the kitchen when while I'm cooking. I don't like to be helped unless we are on a schedule. Yeah, I like to just do everything myself. Do you think there is a benefit to our there's a benefit of working on our individual wellness? You think there's a benefit to our relationship?
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely think now, knowing who I am and more of who I am, I know it would be a problem if one of us was not keeping up, at least trying something first with their physical, just for the health benefits. It puzzles me. Like, I'm not trying to judge, but I just think that everyone should work on themselves.
Yeah.
And if you're not working on yourself, it triggers me. That's what triggers me. I'm like, I can't do this. Like, you just don't want to get in,
Don't want to be better.
You have to try and get better.
Yeah.
You have to try and get better. You have to be doing one of those three. You have to try and get better in something, in one of the above.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not easy, and it takes time.
It takes time, and it's such a whichever one you're looking at, it's a grueling process.
Yeah.
Because self-work it forces you to really look at yourself
It does.
first of all, to admit things about yourself to yourself that you don't want to, and yeah.
So if one of us is on the journey and the other is not, it's difficult.
Exactly.
I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, and then also it would be very difficult to empathize with each other or see where someone is in their journey of, of self-work. I also think it's important. I think it's also important for us in our relationship. And this is something that you had mentioned probably in the first episode. When we are in a good mental space, we are also in a good romantic space, I think.
True.
Yeah, because if your mind is clouded with all these many things and you're not, trying to calm yourself and work on it and move past it, you don't have space for the other person.
Yeah.
There's no space to love on each other. There's no space to allow this other person's experiences into your mind, essentially. And when you're feeling good about yourself, when I'm feeling good about myself, I feel sexy, I feel good. And if I'm feeling that way, you will see it.
Yeah. Exactly. You'll feel that energy.
Yeah. You'll see it from where you are. You probably see it in the way I'm moving. You will see it in the things I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay.
So I agree as well. I think it's Can you think of any other? Actually, we had said we'd do a pros and cons.
Pros and cons.
Cons is just that it's hard.
It's difficult.
It's hard.
It's time consuming.
Yeah. Oh, and I've also thought of another one. But this, I guess, would be specific to me, considering that I decided to marry my coach. It can be very difficult for me when you're doing well in your physical and mental wellness and I'm not. Okay?
Okay.
Because it could be that let me just give guys an example. Post-bearing children, you feel like shit, okay? You don't feel attractive, you don't feel sexy, but the person that you made this baby with is still just looking as sexy as they were looking. That can be tough. That can be tough, and not tough. Sometimes it doesn't manifest in the sense that it's tough and motivates you. Sometimes it's tough and just just breaks you,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah. And I think that also just speaks to both of you working on your wellness, because it's
Yeah.
not your fault that
Yeah.
I don't feel good about myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can just encourage you to keep trying.
Yeah.
I can't
yeah.
stop mine for yours.
Exactly.
I'm not, you see, it's
Yeah.
like, I'm still going to work out, no
Yeah.
matter how you feel, but
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
to figure it out. You need to catch up, kind of thing. And that's tough for even me, because, like, I don't want to keep doing it, but I'm going to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. It can be tough. Yeah. I don't think there's any other con, really, is there?
Are there
Aside
other
from-
cons to this?
I mean, just that it's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't say expensive, because you start with what you have. So, no. Pros. Healthy. Health, good health. Longevity, good skin. Aesthetically
Good
pleasing.
skin. Yeah.
Better sleep.
Good for your bedroom life too.
It's good for a bedroom life too. Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Not breathing too hard.
You know,
Even
you're
if
not
you are like, you can like,
you don't sound like you're about to have a heart attack.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you have like go-to breathing exercises. It keeps up anything. Yeah. Oh, except when you're about to cramp. Oh, I'm like prone to cramps.
To
Like my
muscle
legs.
pulls and
Yeah,
stuff.
especially if I had a tough workout the day before or in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't drink water or hydrate the whole day. And like we're smashing in the evening.
Yeah.
I might cramp
Yeah.
in certain positions. And that's hilarious.
It's really like
I don't know if that's happened
like-
to anyone here, but
like
that's
what just happened?
because I can be like going and we're doing it, and I'm like shit. I'm about to cramp. My hamstring. My
Yeah.
hamstring is about to cramp, and I have to like stretch my leg and change position. So that's usually funny, and I can't usually see it coming. So
Yep.
I have to literally watch out for it.
Yeah.
And but it reminds me to just hydrate and stretch and foam roll, and
Yeah, recover. Yeah. Okay. I mean, so all in all, it's a great thing to do together. I think another good thing about doing it together is you motivate each other, and it can be an activity to do together as well.
Yeah.
I've tried spin classes, not crazy about them, but I tried them because of you. You had tried, and then we went together. We walk a lot together. We share with each other what we have read in our books, Yeah. So all in all, I think it just contributes to becoming better people.
Yeah.
For ourselves and for each other.
And together.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think I'll just throw a question there to the audience, to the listeners, is let us know in the comments how you guys take care of your wellness, whether it's your physical, mental, or spiritual, either as an individual or as a couple or as a group of friends. Yeah, let us know how you do it. We'd be interested to know. And if you have any other questions about this topic, that would also be something we'd be curious about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I also have one question for them. It's one of the questions that we talked about here. And this is for the people who are in relationships, romantic relationships. The question that I asked Shiv, do you think that your partner's wellness is your responsibility, or do you think that they should deal with it themselves and then you deal with yours? I'm curious to know whether it's a thing that, I mean, if you're messing up, that's yours. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We have now arrived at Shiv's favorite part of the episode. Our intimate question of the week. All right. So for today's question, Shiv, what is your biggest fear in our relationship?
Oh, man. biggest fear in our relationship. Okay. What I'm thinking about right now,
Yeah.
without thinking too deep and too hard about
Just
this.
What's in your mind?
What's in my mind?
What's in your mind?
For me, it's us not being able to like agree, or I don't know if to say agree, because we don't always agree on everything.
No.
Us not being able to see past something, maybe that, you know, you want to do or I want to do, or I like or you like, and it's just like a no-go zone for one person, and it's like
Also
if
the
we're
other.
polar opposite on something that means a lot to, or not means a lot, that means
I get it.
something to
Like
one of us.
like getting to a place where neither of us is able to compromise on a certain thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a difficult one.
Okay. Yeah. That would be tough.
It's a difficult one.
That would be tough, especially if it's a big thing
Mm-hmm.
and affects each of us to our core.
Yeah.
Like I'm on this side and I'm
Yeah.
on this side,
Yeah.
and I can never be on that side,
Yeah.
type of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, what came to mind with that question, we plan to be together for the foreseeable future, for the rest of our mortal lives. Yeah. So for me, I think one of my big fears would be getting to a place where we are not connecting. And by that, I mean, I don't want to say our interests change, because our interests are different, but they coincide somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like if we got to a place where, we're just not in sync. We are not connecting on a mental level, on a physical level, on an anything level. I think that would really, really suck, because I don't know how that can be fixed.
Yeah. Oh, you remember there's a time after we had our second born where we were not connecting on a physical level.
Yeah, but that's not just like after baby stuff.
But I don't think it was the same after the first one. Like, I don't know. I feel like it was so difficult. That was a scary period.
Okay, yes, I remember. I
Yeah.
remember.
And
Okay.
it was crazy that it just took like one conversation
Yeah.
to at least ease
Yeah.
both of us a lot more. One
Yeah.
difficult but very honest conversation.
Yeah,
to,
because
like,
we're
ease.
both really going through it.
Yeah, we're both really going through it.
Yeah, I just was.
Yeah,
Actually,
maybe it's a
yuck.
topic for another day.
Yeah.
Not for now. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay.
And on that
All
note.
right. On that note.
And on that note, if you haven't already subscribed, you can subscribe right down here to this channel. And if you are not following us on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, you can find us under Unit the Podcast.
Yeah.
Our handles are here. We would love to engage with you in the comment sections of those various platforms. We'd love to know your input on the topic. We'd love to know if you have questions. And once again, we will be collecting audience questions, and we would like to be able to address some of the things that you guys share with us.
Yeah.
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 And I think that's it for today.
Yeah, I think that's it for today. Just to say, tune in to our next episode. If you have noticed, like in these first 3 episodes, we are still getting to know each other. We're still talking about who we are. We have never really done this kind of thing. So we are on a journey to get to know each other before
First. Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think for you guys to be able to connect with our conversations, it's important for you to know what kind
Yeah.
of people we are
Yeah.
as individuals and as a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for being here, and I guess we'll see you next time.
Yeah. See you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.